Greetings, Internet users. Our Earth, life, and the universe had a beginning. Our ancestors believed we emerged from nothing, and the Earth appeared magically. However, it's all part of a long and complex process of evolution. We are like fish swimming in the sea, but our sea is not made of water. Rather, it's composed of many quantum seas that Paul Dirac discovered, luminous beings of mixed and complex fields. Time, mass, energy, speeds, and distances are all intertwined within these quantum fields. Quantum fields are fluctuations of different types of particles, such as electrons, quarks, and others. The same cosmic evolution has given us our temporary human form, among many others. During late nights, I find myself pondering until I fall asleep, being drawn into a bottomless whirlpool that leads me to travel the universe again. I'm on the spaceship of thought, and the passengers are a million people in a state of hibernation, equivalent to all my subscribers and the people I met in my human life. They interact with each other through avatars, and I am the sole crew member who can only interact with them through a binary code, a cosmic chat. The universe is vast, with significant distances between stars and even greater ones between galaxies. However, it's not empty space, but rather fields that allow distant objects to interact with each other through the exchange of particles called force carriers. These fields connect everything, as if the universe were intricately linked despite immense distances. At the quantum level, everything is connected, which brings me tranquility despite the immense solitude on the spaceship with its endless corridors. There seems to be some kind of connection among the passengers beyond the computers. Our journey now takes us to a twin of Earth, a wonderful paradise filled with beautiful animals and other intelligent life forms. We quickly pick up the frequency of their signals and adapt their internet to ours. We are astonished by the beauty of all their beings, most of them young and free from any illness. How do they manage it? What is their secret? Some members are seduced and enamored by their beauty and words. One of their leaders, Karina, is genuinely beautiful and captivates all our friends. She shows us the paradise they live in and the great love they have for one another. We feel the need to descend to this world and stay there. The passengers agree, and Antonio Salas and Isaias Naram are the first to go down. Romaxa Kazova wants to study the boundless love among these beings scientifically, followed closely by Luis Candelaria. As the captain, I have to hold my position and remain the only crew member on the spaceship. Silence was already palpable, and now it's even more so. Something is strange. I always think that there is no perfect paradise without a trick. Isaias Naram, as a logical man and observer of everything around him, wanted to investigate further. He tells me that there are hardly any inhabitants left on the planet. I contact Karina, and she opens a private chat with me, revealing, I am not like you see me. My physical body is 94 years old. You are talking to a database extracted from my brain and with digitized images. That's why everyone in this world is perfect. It's much better for you to see me like this, beautiful, and for the rest of us to be beautiful too. We all get along well because we are all beautiful, healthy, we love each other, and we have everything we need. There are no problems with distances, age, or time. It will be this way until the system shuts down, and we all leave together. At that moment, I understood that they didn't overcome aging and losing their loved ones. It's a planet immersed in a virtual reality. Many have forgotten their past lives and have a new life. Knowing the truth, contemplating this civilization moves me, a chill runs down my body. The truth is always harsher than lies. There must be many civilizations in the universe that immerse themselves in virtual reality. The real world is too sad and disturbing. As emotional and egocentric beings, we need constant lies to idealize our desires. Some passengers got stuck in that reality, the Eden of love. They will never know, but what does it matter? What's important is to be happy. In that moment, I realized that the universe is in constant evolution. Preserving life eternally goes against its universal laws. Being human is just one of the many forms energy can adopt. It needs to renew and change continually. There is something wrong. My spaceship is disintegrating, and so am I. This planet is not what it seems. It emits a lot of radiation, unusual radiation. It is a toxic planet. I have no choice but to lift the shielding. I cannot let you all pass to the spaceship of my thoughts, my friends. Although many have returned, others have remained there. People on my list are no longer appearing. If I lift the shielding for you, I would end up destroyed. This planet was all fake, but we are real. Who are we, actually? If we want to understand what we are, we must go back to the beginning. But how do we do that? You know that traveling to another star with our bodies, not just our thoughts, would take time, and the star would have changed, not even in the same place. This becomes more evident when traveling long distances, hundreds and even millions of light years. Nothing is real, even the universe deceives us. No matter how far we travel, we can never reach the past. We see objects in the universe in the past, and when we approach them, we are getting closer to their time. The only way to go back to the beginning of the universe is to travel through the fourth temporal dimension to the beginnings. There, everything is in the famous bread bar in a cosmic blink. We find ourselves 7 million years in the past, the surface of the last scattering that delimits the visible universe from Earth. It's a bit closer now and has a slightly warmer cosmic microwave background radiation. 7 million years is a very small piece of spacetime compared to the 13.8 billion years of universal history. The universe has barely changed in the positions of stars in most galaxies, but on Earth, humans haven't appeared yet, only primates, and some are starting to show signs of intelligence. Although it's a blink for the universe, for us, it's equivalent to our entire evolution and history. To think that this is just 1/2000th part of the bread bar. Another cosmic blink, 65 million years ago, the dinosaurs and most species have gone extinct due to volcanic eruptions and a 10-kilometer asteroid impact. Only a few mammals, our ancestors, survived. Another blink, 4 billion years ago, Earth has just collided with a planet the size of Mars, which will form our moon. The cosmic microwave background radiation starts to heat up, and the surface of the last scattering is closer. As we go back 6 billion years, the known universe is much smaller, at least half the size since our departure. The Earth doesn't exist where it should be. Instead, there are massive stars dying in supernova, dispersing a large number of elements that, through interactions with nearby nebulae, will eventually form the Sun and the planets. 9.5 billion years ago, the visible universe is less than 25% of the size we know. We are much closer to the surface of the last scattering. There are galaxies around massive black holes. One more blink, and we are 13.7 billion years in the past. We are still in the space where the Earth will be one day, but the visible universe is only 0.5% of the size it will be in the present. We are in the dark ages of the universe. The first stars have not yet formed, and no matter we can see has been created in stellar cores. Most of the universe consists of hydrogen and helium. We see radiation shining everywhere. The radiation that will take billions of years to become cosmic microwave background radiation due to the expansion of the universe, the echo of the Big Bang. One more blink, and we arrive at 13.8 billion years ago. The surface of the last scattering, marking the end of the visible universe, is less than a minute away from us. In other words, the universe is only 1 light-minute in size. That's an eighth of the distance between the Earth and the Sun. The space surrounding us is 3,000 degrees Celsius, but surprisingly, everything is bright. What lies beyond is in complete darkness. One more minute into the past, and we have reached our ultimate journey. We cross the surface of the last scattering. Everything is dark here, and light cannot propagate. Surprisingly, the universe we see is vast and 380,000 years old, at a temperature of 5,000 degrees Celsius. Electrons are scattered everywhere, and one day they will bond with atomic nuclei to become hydrogen and helium. We have gone back tens of thousands of years, and we are surrounded by a particle soup, a mixture of excitations of quantum fields, elementary particles, and force carriers. They all collide and cannot travel. There is too much energy. As we get closer to the beginning, the universe is shrinking. The energy increases as we continue to go back to the beginnings. Atomic nuclei break apart, freeing quarks from their prison. The temperature is over 100 billion degrees. No spaceship would survive the beginning of the Big Bang. But we are on the spaceship of thought, which is a mind. The fabric of spacetime curves infinitely. Gravitational waves are everywhere, curving and crushing the fields, forming a sphere of 100 light-years in diameter. All the energy of the universe is here at this moment, enough to construct the universe we know in the future. We go back a few thousandths of a second, and the universe continues to shrink. The Higgs field disappears, and all its particles reduce the universe to a quantum particle of over 100 trillion degrees. With all the fields that compose the matter we are made of unified into one. Only gravity maintains this perfect balance, this entity of energy that we don't understand. In reality, we are all one beyond this point. Beyond this, the fields disappear, and the notions of spacetime are not applicable. There is another barrier before the Big Bang, impenetrable with our current knowledge. Beyond that lies another realm, the realm of quantum gravity, where all the fields and the 4 fundamental forces of nature merge into one. We understand that this was not the beginning of the universe but a transformation. We have undergone transformations throughout history until becoming humans. Now you know that the contents of the universe are quantum fields among different types of particles that interact and evolve. There are 37 now, but at the beginning, there was only one, the parent of all the particles we know. If we were once a unified field, and you know the history of the universe and its laws, you are a god, in other words, the entire universe of which we are a part. Why do we change? Perhaps perfection is too boring. In this journey, we have barely moved from Earth. Upon returning to our time, there is a vague feeling as if we belong to another place beyond the Earth, time, and stars. In the spaceship of thought, which is also the spaceship of my feelings and emotions, I keep the shielding at maximum and return to my body. Life continues, but I know something has changed. Human beings are much more than physical bodies. We are filled with feelings, emotions, and contradictions. Inside our bodies, there are allies like bacteria and viruses working with us at a subatomic level, forming quantum particles, vibrating energy waves, and quantum fields maintained by the cosmos itself, an extension of the Supreme Being, just like our bacteria. After this journey, we will never be the same. Your current self is not the same as 14 minutes ago when the journey began. We constantly change physically and mentally as human beings. Each moment is unique and never returns. Let's live the present as if it were the last day of our lives. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, don't forget to subscribe, share it on social media, and leave your comment.